I know it means a lot to Anthony and Carmine to have everyone show so much love and support for them, so I want to thank you for that. I personally want to thank Anthony and Carmine for allowing me to stand up here today and represent them. Your friendship means so much to me, and I love you both.
Louder.
Oh, sorry.
Slow down.
Yeah.
Now
Who's that, Doug?
I want to explain a little bit about my friendship with Anthony and Carmine. And since Anthony and I love movies so much, I'm going to compare some of my experience with them through the art of cinema. Throughout the last 4 years, I know it's been only 4 years, it feels like 40. We have been through so much together. Sometimes our friendship was like a horror movie. I'm not going to dwell too much on this because this is a happy day, but I want you to know that our friendship, as well as any friendship, has good times and bad. When I first met Anthony and Carmine, I was told that Anthony had been in the hospital and had surgery for stomach and intestinal issues. I felt so bad for him because God works in mysterious ways. There were a couple of incidents where he would have attacks and I didn't know what to do, but he was so brave to muster through it. Then there was the stroke last year. He was so scared and sad, and the only thing that I could do was be there for him as a friend and tell him that everything was going to be okay. Carmine was the strong one. He took care of him as he always does. Let's not forget about Carmine's cancer. Pretty scary. Anthony took care of him. And that seems to be the gist of their relationship, and it should be. And then there was my trip to the ER last year with acute pancreatitis. Anthony, Jeff, and John Deebs came to see me, and I was so happy because I really didn't know what was going on inside of me. I was so scared, and Anthony told me that everything was going to be okay, and it was. And that's just the kind of friend that he is. The things that have happened to us are enough to scare the crap out of anyone, but when you have loved ones and the support of your family and friends, we can conquer anything. Our friendship is like an action-adventure movie. With all the barbecues that we have attended, with all the fun that we've had, all the New Year's Eve parties, birthday parties, it would not be the same without them two here or there. All the trips to the chiller conventions, meeting all the celebrities, and all the movies purchased. It's something that I enjoy so much, and there was no one that I would rather experience it with than Anthony. You're my movie buddy, and I can't tell you how much I enjoy watching them with you. And the reviews on Facebook too. If you haven't read them or seen them, they're very insightful, so I suggest that you do that. I can recall in one summer, I think we saw over 25 movies in the theater. I mean, it's like we were going like twice a week, and Carmine put up with it, and I really appreciate that. Let's not forget about the time we went to Ocean City, and a certain someone took a hard left on the boardwalk and almost broke his neck when a hot guy ran by.
Yeah, oh my God.
To this day, I still think he's pulling splinters out of his hands on that. And that we laughed so hard that it seemed like forever. But then again, that's what we do when Anthony, Carmine, and myself get together. We know how to have a good time. Our friendship is like a comedy. I can't tell you if I've laughed more in the 4 years that we've been friends than in my whole life. We can find humor in anything, and to be honest with you, I absolutely love making Anthony laugh. There have been times where we laugh so hard and Anthony turns red and we can't breathe. Some of the funniest times I've had with these two, and I wouldn't trade it for anything. Okay, now for the serious part.
Oh Lord God.
Our friendship is like a family drama, with long talks, trying to figure things out in life, being there for each other, crying, hugging, and just being what we need most, a true friend. Even though we're not blood related, that doesn't make us any less of a family. You two are my family. I've never met two more gracious, caring, loving, and supportive people. You would give the shirts off your back without any questions asked. There's another person I want to thank here today, because without him, there's no way I would have met these two beautiful people, and that's Jeff. Jeff introduced me to them 4 years ago. He's been friends with them for over 20 years, and it's their friendship that I admire. So thank you, Jeff. Lastly, I want to address you two separately. Carmine, you're a beautiful, great person. You and I are close. Not as close as I and Anthony are.
But
But You mean so much to me, more than you may think. I want to thank you so much for taking care of Anthony. It's so obvious that you two love each other, and I love you, Carmine. Thanks for allowing me to be a part of your life when you didn't have to, you wanted to, and that means the world to me. So thank you. And then there's you, Aunt. You have been absolutely one of my best friends. More than just a friend, a sibling. And it's pretty special because you know how close Jay and I are. We clicked from day one. When I have a shitty day at work on my way home, all I know I can do is call you, and you can make me laugh. We can talk about movies and shows for hours, and that's just one of the things I love about you. You're sweet, thoughtful, kind, and a downright just a beautiful person. I'm so happy and I'm so lucky to have you in my life. I love you so much, and I'm a better person knowing that both of you are in my life. Your love story is inspiring, and it gives many people hope that it's possible for us to have long, loving, lasting relationships, and I thank you for that. So with that being said, please raise your glass to toast the couple we are here for today. May you find happiness and love in each other for the rest of your lives, as much as we love you and are happy to be a part of it. Cheers. Cheers.
Yeah,